So welcome back to River Queen Conjure, you guys. Um, I wanted to make a really quick video talking about relationships. For one, I was talking to one of my friends earlier about it, and then when I just got in the car, I clicked on Jamila's video, and she was live talking about relationships, and I didn't listen to it. I did hear her say something like, women who are married, need to be ready to put up with, a man cheating, because basically society, kind of like lures a man into cheating by having all these temptations out here, and how there's supposed to be forgiveness in love, and that society teaches people to, women to give up on relationships after they've been getting cheated on. And I just felt like, because I was having the same conversation with a friend earlier today, and she was basically saying, there's supposed to be forgiveness, but we don't forgive. And she's not about just walking away once you've gotten cheated on and all of this. So basically saying that, it's the society's fault, it's the temptation's fault, it's the world's fault, that the man, just couldn't hold back on his, the temptations or whatever. And I feel like, this is the reason why they cheat, because we have people like her making excuses for them not being able to control themselves or to fight these quote unquote temptations, as if we as women don't also have temptations. Okay. I'm just gonna say, for me personally, and this is what I've noticed about people who are married and stay married for a long time, like people who, have been married for like 20 years or more. I've noticed that usually when we have that situation, the reason why these people have been able to stay together is because, usually the situation is that at least one of them has gotten cheated on during that time that they've been together, sometimes more than once. Okay. And they accepted it. They quote unquote forgave, and they they just kept moving. Okay. And to each his own. But I will say, for me personally, I don't blame anyone but the person I was in a relationship with, for me being betrayed, me being hurt. I do hold him accountable for not fighting the temptations, for not keeping the promises, for betraying me. I don't blame the karmic. I don't blame the person he cheated with. I've never been interested in knowing who it was. I don't give a damn. The world is full of whores. Okay. And so I'm not interested. I don't care about the other person, because the other person is not the one who betrayed me. The other person was not in a relationship with me. The other person did not make promises to me. I did not do anything for the other person. I had no loyalty to the other person. I had no expectations of a motherfucker that I don't even know. And so, I think that's one mistake that women make. They want to blame every outside influence for what men do. And this is why they feel entitled to go out and cheat. And then they have the world and other people, even the woman they cheated on, making excuses for them. Okay? A typical insecure ass, codependent ass woman will get mad at the person he cheated with and go after them and be trying to fight him and all that, and then not really hold him accountable for what he did, as if it's the other person's fault for tempting the man. The world is always going to be full of temptations, and there's always going to be whores. Okay? People willing to be a side bitch because they have low self-esteem. How are you going to go after all of these things instead of going after the person who actually made promises to you that they didn't keep, the person who actually gained your trust and walked all over your heart and, betrayed the union that you have? You know what I'm saying? For me, like I said, the only couples that I know who've been together for a long time, it's because one of them has gotten cheated on, or they've cheated on one another somewhere during the course of the relationship, and they decided to, they forgave it. They were able to, they accepted it. And what I mean by accepted it is, you can forgive, because, I'm working on really, and I'm going to have to forgive someone who isn't even sorry, who he didn't even apologize. Okay. And the reason I'm working on trying to forgive it is because so that I can get the rest of my blessings, okay, and go on to the next level. Not because he asked, because, but the thing is, that's the only reason I'm forgiving, okay? Not because I feel that, you were sorry, not because I feel that you, should be absolved of any wrongdoing because of temptations. I'm gonna forgive for me so that I can be released from the whole situation. But there is no way that I would ever in a million years consider even trying to be friends with this person, because I just can't consider someone who has done this to me a friend. Okay, how can you be a friend when you have betrayed me on the highest level, betrayed my heart, betrayed my trust? Also, there's no way that I would ever consider going back with that person. So there's a difference in being able to forgive someone and accepting what they've done. Okay, when you go back and try it again, when you stay with that person, then you're basically accepting their behavior. And like I said, to each his own. I'm not judging anyone, but what I'm saying is, for me, I'm not going to accept it. Okay, I can't. The trust has been broken. I'll never trust him again. My heart has been broken. Okay, and just to be loyal to my own heart, there's no way that I would go back and interact on that level with someone who has hurt me on that level. This is my loyalty to myself. She's saying that our mothers left our dads when they cheated, and that society taught us to against love. It's not. No, society taught us to love someone else more than we love ourselves. If society has taught us to love ourselves, then we would have more women challenging a man to grow, challenging a man to fight those temptations, challenging a man to be stronger than his weaknesses. Okay, we wouldn't have women out here making excuses for why it's okay for a man to hurt you, and we're supposed to expect that, and we're supposed to forgive it when it happens, because there's whores out here. Like I said, to each his own, but Oshun Ajay will not be accepting back someone who betrayed my trust. Okay, and so I could never be happy or move forward with someone who fully knew that they were going to be hurting my heart and betraying my trust and disrespecting me, and they knew it. And then just because they come back and say I'm sorry, that I'm supposed to accept that. Just a minute. Thank you. You as well. That I'm supposed to, I'm gonna forgive it, because like I said, for me. But will I ever consider that person a friend or somebody who's worthy to even be in my personal space again? Hell no. Okay. It's the same way, like, because people can relate it to, like, if they love their children or somebody else, their sister or whatever, and they saw someone mistreating that person, someone that they love, they would still probably forever not like that person for hurting their loved one. Okay. And I'm gonna need my people to love yourselves with that same quality of love that you love someone else, that you would tell not to allow themselves to be mistreated. Okay, so for me, it hurt my heart, it hurts my soul to rip myself apart from someone who I actually did think was my twin, and still may be my twin or no twin, honey. I love me, and I'm not going to allow myself to be disrespected, disregarded, thrown to the side, or pushed to the side because of someone's, lust for another person. The fact that, being a woman and having to accept that someone, chose someone over you, that someone may have been more sexually attracted to someone else. Like, I would be actually betraying myself to go back to that person now that, that shit didn't work out with the whore. Okay, and you think you're gonna come back to me? Ain't no way in hell. For one, it's just, everything that was between us that was sacred, it's no longer there once you've invited these low vibrating ass, ordinary ass people into something that was sacred. That was their choice. That was the mistake that they made, and I'll be damned, okay, if I lower my requirements, okay, in order for somebody to be in my personal space. I'd be damned if I lower that ever, okay? And I'd be damned if I set my feelings and my emotions and my experience aside in order to keep moving forward, because it's all the people always talking about, we worked through it. Ain't nobody worked through nothing but you, because you're the only one who got damn betrayed. You're the only one who's been humiliated, lied to, thrown to the side, cast aside, and asked to be you know what I'm saying, put on the fucking back burner. Ain't nobody working through it but you, honey. Okay, and they're going to do it again. Because you've shown them, you have failed to show them that sort of behavior, that to treat you like that is unacceptable. And the only way that you're going to show someone that something is unacceptable, honey, is to not accept it. So when you forgive and then when you take that person back, you are accepting that behavior. And I guarantee you 100% of the time, they're going to do it again. Okay, now whether or not you act like you don't know that they're doing it again moving forward, that's going to be on you. But I promise you they're going to do it again because you have not shown them by your actions that it was unacceptable, honey. You have absolutely shown them that, you know, we can work through this, we can forgive it, we can get back. I'm gonna give you another opportunity to do this again, because they know all you're gonna do is cry and, you know, and require them to say some empty ass sorry. But you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make sure that the person that hurt me truly is sorry, because you lost me, okay? When you invited some ordinary ass bitch up into my fucking relationship and had me fucking mixing that low vibrating peasant ass fucking energy with mine. Okay, I am absolutely appalled, and I'm working hard as I can to get myself to the point where I can forgive it. Okay, and you know, like I said, the forgiveness is for me. Okay, not for the person who betrayed me. Okay, so for my people, a person who would betray you on the highest level, stomp over your heart and disregard your feelings, is not a fucking friend. They're not someone that you should give another opportunity to do that to, because they knew what they were doing when they did it. And forgiveness and accepting something and acceptance are two different things. Okay, so forgive, but do not accept unacceptable fucking behavior. Okay, and so I'm gonna go live when I get home, you guys. I haven't eaten anything all day, so I'm gonna go home and eat something, and then I will schedule a live. I don't know what time it is. I'm thinking somewhere between 9 and 10, so I'll be going live before midnight. Okay, so just check out this pre-schedule, you guys. If you you know, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to do that. Make sure you like the video, because I'm so sick of YouTube. I've noticed that since they took my 350 subscribers overnight, that they haven't allowed any of my new subscribers to add up as a you know, basically my subscriber count has not moved in about 7 months, even though I get new subs every day. And so, you know what I'm saying, I'm sick of playing the algorithm game, and I really, you know what I'm saying, I'm really not pressed by it. It's just really frustrating when, you know, I put in a lot of hard work and I really feel that my channel is being suppressed, you know, on the back end. So you know, like the video, you guys, so I can get into the algorithm so that my numbers can begin to move once again. And I will be back later. Okay, for people who were waiting on their tea kits, they did ship out today, and I did email you all tracking numbers. And for the people who well, you know, if everyone, all of my people who are waiting on work or readings from me, I did email everyone today. So if you were waiting to hear from me, check your emails. Okay, and I will talk to you guys soon. I am working on the next Emerald Tablet study for Patreon, and the next Dissecting the Devil. They should both be out tomorrow, you guys. Okay, y'all know I have a lot of irons in the fire. I have a lot going on, but I am, you know, getting it all done slowly but surely. Okay, so I will talk to you guys soon. Let me know what you guys think about this topic. We can talk about it more when I go live, when I get back, and I will talk to you guys soon. Peace.